Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in amma ba'd. So my name is Riyad bin Naim. I'm from UiTM Kedah, from Faculty of Computing, Mathematics and Science. So today my friend and I are going to review a movie-based case study on course IML155. Our bill of lecture is Wan Azlina bin Azmi, and we are from class case IML144 2A. The movie that we are reviewing is very well known in our country, especially among child. Even I myself grew up watching this movie. The movie is Boy the Movie 2. Who don't know the Boy, right? Even our parents must know it, even they do not watch it. Boy is one of the popular movie in Malaysia, along with Ejali and Philippines. So our review will cover 8 points, which is the first one is about synopsis, the second one is introduction, then the 5th point is about communication issues and solution, which is related to our course IML155, and the last point is the conclusion. So without further ado, let's continue. The first point, synopsis. Boy who has the elemental power and had fought so many monsters on Earth and galaxy, but this time his enemy was different than before, which is the original owner of elemental power named Rataka. Let's want his power back. Can Boy maintain his power and protect his family and friends, or will Rataka win and take his power back to conquer the galaxy? Together with his friends Gopal, Yayayi and Fang, they also had power that they got from power sphere named Octobot. They will fight and protect each other from Rataka and his team. Second point, introduction. Boy Movie 2 is a 2018 Malaysian Malay animated comedy superhero comedy films produced by Animal Style Studios. The director of the film was Nizam Raza. Together with Anas Abdul Aziz as writer, they managed to make this interesting movie. The movie was released on 8 August 2019 also on 4 different countries, which is Indonesia, Brunei, Malaysia and Singapore. Running time for this movie is 110 minutes and distributed on Astro Show. Fire and Water by Faisal Tahir was the official song for the film and released on 27 June 2019 with length for about 252 minutes. Apart from that, this movie also had adapted to comic title Boy the Movie 2 Evolusi Kuasa. For this film, they managed to get 30 million ringgit. Third point, the first communication issues and solution. One of the thing for this movie is when the Gopal want to the Gopal steal the monster eggs. So on chapter 3, perception is the process by which you become aware of objects, event, and especially people through your sense like sight, smell, hear, and so on. It is also result both from what exists in the outside world and from your experiences. Desire, need, wants, love, and hatred. For this scene, we can see Gopal become aware of the egg and his form of desire to eat the egg. In addition, in operation information processes, attribution of control, we can see that Gopal is a self-serving bias because he does not want to be responsible for what he does did. For the solution, Gopal should analyze perception and avoid early perception. As we all know, Gopal is a very troublemaker friend, and Gopal needs to analyze first his perception before make any decision to avoid any bad things to happen, like being chased by a creepy giant monster. Then we go to the second communication issues. For the second one, Laksamana is an ineffective listener. On this screen, we can see Laksamana become angry because Boy and his friend had a little argument about Boy saved the Adidu. So Laksamana does not hear well, and become a inactive listener, so he does not understand what happened and just become angry. So on chapter 4, listening, on style of effective listening, active and inactive listening, it is a process of sending back to the speaker what you as a listener think the speaker means. It is also when you put together into some meaningful whole your understanding of the speaker's total message. So for the solution, if Laksamana become an active listening, he will surely understand the situation and not become angry. He will manage to send back the message in proper way because he understands the situation. Just like that. So for the rest, my friend Zul will handle it. So thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Arif Zulkarnain. So we will continue about the third point. So the third point is proper use of small group communication techniques. So the issue is, in this movie, we are observed that it has several problems regarding 5 stages of small group communication. The problems are, it has several scenes that do not use proper technique while talking in small group of people. For example, in the scene when Tok Abah, Cobot, Boboiboy and Frank talking about Boboiboy's mission experience with Tapok, suddenly Gopal ran to the house without give any sign of greetings. So we also have pictures which shows Boboiboy, Frank, Cobot and Tok Abah discussing about Boboiboy's mission in Tapok. So we also have the picture of Gopal ran to the house very fast. So the solution is, we get from chapter 9, small group communication. In chapter 9, 5 stages of small group communication are stated that we have opening, feed forward, business, feedback and closing. In that situation, Gopal did not use 2 early stages. For the solution, we are suggesting to Gopal to give some greeting words such as good evening or at least hi. Alright, so we will move on to next problem. Next issue is not elaborate the points clearly while giving a speech. Alright, so the issue is there is one scene that have not applied the proper information speech rules. Alright, the scene is when Hangkasa gives talks to Boboiboy and Gopal about the 3 prohibitions while having physical training. Hangkasa did not explain about the first prohibition properly, which is about his techniques. So the solution is, we get from chapter 5, which is information speech. While speaking about concept, we should explain the competing ideas clearly to get understanding from the listener. In this case, Hangkasa should tell Gopal and Boboiboy the prohibitions clearly, so they will engage good understanding. Alright, so last issue is misunderstanding while receiving information. Alright, the issue, there is one scene that shows misunderstanding that causes from wrong technique while listening. The scene is when Gopal and Boboiboy listen to the information from Commander Kokochi. Then they realize they make a mistake. He told them to only get the way to defeat Retaka but not learn something from him. Him in this scene means Hangkasa, okay? So the picture shows Boboiboy and Gopal while listening the information from Kokochi. So the solution we get from chapter 4, listening. In this chapter, one of the correct techniques in active listening is we need to paraphrase the speaker information based on the main point. In other words, we have to identify which points that speaker means to us. For example, Boboy and Gopal need to listen carefully to Kokochi, so they will not understand the information in wrong way. Alright, so okay guys, we have arrived to the conclusion. So the conclusion is Boboy the movie 2 is a very fun, interesting and thrilling in animation movie that's suitable for all ages. So we have 5 lessons that we have to learn from this movie. First, it shows how important to think first before act in order to avoid any bad things from happen. So moreover, it is very important to hear and listen correctly before judge something. So the third one, we have to apply good techniques of small group communication because we have to respect other people's thought about certain topics in the discussion. Besides that, we should not start our discussion with cutting others' point. For the last lesson is, we should practice our speech to share the information with the audience clearly. So that's all from us. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.